Hello, I'm ABX Toycat, and welcome back to another episode of the Updated Adventures Let's Play. This is a Let's Play where I've been building stuff, killing stuff, and of course, destroying stuff. I think that's my old intro. I accidentally did the other one because I thought that was my old intro. But yes, we are back in the Updated Adventures world, and I am so happy to be here. I know to a lot of you this is just like, oh, this is one of Toycat's old worlds. But to me, this is the Let's Play that I've been working on for almost 4 years. It's 4 years in like a couple of weeks. For pretty much 4 years, and that I hadn't really seen or worked on in a while. And I know, it's nostalgia mixed with I still want to work on so many cool things that makes me come back here and makes me go, yeah, let's do this. And today, I want to go and do something very particular because I need a lot of obsidian anyway for, the gold farm over there. If you don't know, that gold farm was built before the custom dev portal thing, and now because of that whole, you can actually make custom size things, I can make an amazing gold farm if I want to, if I make giant portals, which means I need about 2-3 stacks of obsidian. However, rather than getting them in a relatively boring way, and I do have plenty of ways to do that, I figured I would do it in an exciting way and show an amazing way to create obsidian, which can be used for lots of different purposes that I hadn't probably worked out before. And maybe you all knew it and you're going to be like, aha, so you can, or maybe you'll learn something new here. Either way, I hope you do all enjoy this episode of the Let's Play, because I think it'd be a cool throwback, because if you don't know, the way I do my current videos, where it's like, oh yeah, here's 5 fun facts about lava or obsidian or something, that actually spawned off the way I used to do Let's Plays, where it'd just be like, oh yeah, here's a cool thing that I learned I could do in Minecraft, and eventually I just realized, why don't we just make the entire thing, all about, instead, about the thing you can do, just why don't we turn that into its own video? And those videos are obviously hugely successful, but why not bring it back into here? So yeah, here's a cool thing I realized you could do recently, and the reason this is so cool is because just like this, if we have a giant... Is there no lava down there? Okay, it's getting rid of slowly. But, just like this, with very little effort, that took maybe less than a minute, we can take an entire pool of lava, just like that, and we can scoop it over there into obsidian. So, this is cool not only because we can turn lava, no matter how deep it is, so we can actually dig through the lava like this, we go really quickly, but not only can you turn a really deep pool of lava into obsidian without having to mine through it first, but also this means that you can build with obsidian really, really easily. So if you're curious as to what I mean by that, instead of, like here, I'm using it to build walls, but if you wanted to, you could do something much cooler. So over here, I've got a giant pool of lava, because I've got a ravine, that I actually only discovered really recently. Like, it's crazy, this world is from 2012, really, really long time ago, but I still discover like a ravine from time to time, which is, I think it's cool. But yeah, like I was saying, so you can actually use this in this context of like, oh, there's flowing water around here, why don't we make ourselves a staircase? And as long as you've got a big pool of water that's flowing up like this, you can actually just infinitely, if you want, just stack on top of it and stack on top of it, which again, removes lava and also creates obsidian, which it does 2 things at once, and they're 2 really, really cool things. So yeah, in case you have ever wanted to, build an obsidian staircase, all you need is some water beams, which flow in the correct direction, and you can turn a lava pool into obsidian really quick, which is what I'm doing today, because this lava has bugged me for the longest time. Like, I've just had 2 giant pits, one over here, one over there, that have kind of stopped this entire area from correctly flowing. I mean, it's meant to be just 3 blocks of nothingness, because I think that'd be a cool project. But yeah, basically it's meant to be that, but the big lava pits have been getting in the way. So I figure, why don't we drill through them, or dig through... Oh, sorry, Slime. Why don't we go through them like this, look for, like, gold ore or redstone or iron. Like, there's probably something underneath there we probably, we just can't get to. Why don't we check for that sort of stuff? And then also, let's use it to get a bunch of obsidian, which we need anyway. So yeah, doing 2 things we want to do at once, and doing them both kind of more efficiently, I think this is pretty handy, if you ask me. Obviously, there's specific situations, if there's too far a distance between them, it's not worth it. But in this situation, we are just, like, we're looking this easily, why wouldn't we, So, that's what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, if you wanted to, for instance, block off the side of a sugarcane farm, if you have a design like mine, I've seen a lot of people actually do have... Wait, if we place one up there, yeah, it turns them to... Even, like, on high levels, you can do it if you want to. Again, the possibilities, I'd say they're endless, but, I mean, statistically, they're probably not. It's probably like the No Man's Sky definition of endless, where it's like, possibilities are endless, by which we mean there's 8 with very tiny different variations. I actually learned recently that Subway claimed to have, like, 100 million different, or not, it's like, yeah, it's something like 100 million different sandwich combinations, and it's the same sort of thing where you realize, this sounds really amazing, 100 million sandwich possibilities. But the reality is, all you have to do is add, like, some meaningless options to anything, and you can get really big numbers. So, if I say, I have just under 3,000 videos on the channel right now, right? You can't say that for sure. Actually, you can if you check below the video, at least on the desktop. you can see it'll say like 2,917 videos. I don't know what the exact number is, especially as this goes live, because I record these during the week, because I spend most of my weekend, my weekend/Monday doing stuff. So yeah, I don't know how many videos there are as this goes live. Could be 0. Maybe the channel doesn't exist when this goes live. But let's assume it's 3,000, and 3,000 videos sounds like a lot of choice, right? What if I said, if you can skip to any moment in one of those videos while eating a Subway sandwich, there are, what would be 3,000 times 100 million? That'd be 3 billion, no, that's poor maths. That's 3 trillion different Subway sandwich / Toy Cat video combinations. And isn't that crazy? But the reality is that's not actually a very exciting fact. Or maybe it is. Maybe you're all like, oh, I want to try the lettuce and, no wait, not lettuce, the turkey and ham 6-inch while watching Toy Cat's How to Find Diamonds video. And if that's how you see that, then I guess I'm about to make 3 trillion views. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, have you tried every Subway combination with every Toy Cat video yet? Because if you haven't, there's 3 trillion of them out there. And yeah, that's just something I wanted to raise nice and early, because statistics are like, the way human minds and statistic works are kind of crazy. And this is something I always have to, I get to, I'd say abuse, but abuse sounds like it's mean. But I get to kind of use this to my advantage when it comes to the videos on like, oh, how big is a Minecraft world? Because certain things sound like they're really big. So for instance, I like to list like New York City, because New York City is actually a really physically small city. It's if you've ever been there, you could, oh, whoa. I made a joke about finding gold, and I found diamonds, guys. Woo. Okay, if you have any doubt in this technique so far, then maybe this has convinced you. Maybe you're like, this was stupid, but maybe I'll find diamonds. Because you got to think, you can use this in any pit of, if you're only looking for diamonds, this is an amazing this is like brand new secret Toy Cat strats to find diamonds. I didn't even realize it. Oh, that's not correct. I didn't even realize that's what this was, but it totally works like that. So let's see, maybe there's more. I mean, we're probably pushing our luck if we suggest there's more diamonds, but this is a giant pit, so there's probably at least one more diamond, because they generally spawn in veins or 2. And yeah, that's pretty amazing if you ask me. So yeah, this week, because I like to give you a vloggy update thing, this week I'm preparing for my trip to LA for Minecon. I don't know if I'll be doing a vlog on this channel for that, but if you check the second channel, which people are always telling me like, Toy Cat, you should promote this more on your main channel. When it comes to IBX2Cat, by the way, if you want to know what I'm talking about. But I fear the problem with that is like, I have this weird thing of like, I like it when I'm successful, not just because something else I did was successful, but because I did a good thing. And the geography videos on IBX2Cat have been doing crazily well, or at least, for just some random dude talking to the camera. And that makes me feel really cool. And there's also the whole problem of like, that channel isn't necessarily all about, if I decide it best to be swearing during a, geography video. Not that that's come up yet. There are moments like that. So I would recommend, if you want to see more Toy Cat, you check out IBX2Cat. But the reason I don't promote it is because I have to go through lots of effort just to promote myself for something I don't necessarily want to just throw promotion to myself for. So yeah, there's your explanation for that while we're here. But yeah, this week, in case you're wondering, because besides just, do I try to silk touch this now and risk what could go wrong? Because a lot could go wrong here. Let's not. We want to do this all anyway, so let's just not. But besides just preparing for Minecon, which is pretty much the only convention I go to. I like EGX a lot, but it's the only like major convention I go to with like guaranteed each year. Because EGX happens to be the same time as Minecon this year. And, like, literally, I wanted to go for, like, a day or half a day of EGX, but, like, my flight is, like, 2:30 or something. EGX starts at, like, 8, but it's in Birmingham, which is, it's some number of hours away from Gatwick Airport. It's just a bit of a mess, and it's like, I guess it blows my mind that there's, like, maybe 10 events I want to go to a year, but they always seem to overlap with each other. So, yeah, if you wanted to see me at an event, if you're in the UK, then probably not until next year. But if you're in the US on the West Coast, yeah, that's right. I know my coasts of the US. You guys proud? Then you'll be able to see me in at Minecon, or that's probably the only opportunity to like I go to a PAX at some point. Which I mean I should do. I hear PAX is lovely. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. But anyway, back to the point I was going on there. As well as that, I've been watching a lot of The Man in the High Castle. So The Man in the High Castle is something that I got YouTube ads for a whole bunch, and oh no, oh. Okay, so let's use the rest of the lava to my advantage too. There we go. Okay, we gotta do this a lot, do we? Okay, this could actually kill me if I don't play this correctly. There we go. Okay. Then he dies, then he dies, then he dies. Really, lava is the only consistent way to kill slimes and all of their offspring. It's a little bit annoying when you think about it. But anyway, so yeah, as well as whatever I just said. Oh yeah, I've been watching The Man in the High Castle. So it's it's an Amazon Prime exclusive that I got a bunch of YouTube ads for. And when it comes to YouTube ads, because you guys, I get a lot of them that seem to be targeted well at me. Like, I get so many for flights because I check a lot of travel websites because I've been traveling a lot. And even on my if you go back and you watch my whatever, it's reacting to our videos, I think it's called. I got an ad for Wizz Air on that video, just because I've been doing so many, flight checks with everyone. I don't know, just a funny little point about targeted ads. They actually are useful, because you'll get discounts on stuff on Amazon, or on stuff, British Airways gives you discounts on flights, Air Italia does the same, Skyscanner, I think, might do the same. But anyway, you get a lot of discounts on sites, just for, and to me, that's good advertising, right? The whole advertising being good or bad thing is one of the internet's eternal questions that we'll never answer. One of the things I like is that it does recommend me stuff that I usually do like, including The Man in the High Castle. So The Man in the High Castle, you probably saw ads for this because Amazon bought way, way too many of them, if you ask me. But it's a show about the alternate history if Germany had won World War II and invaded the US and successfully invaded them. And they even allure that they wiped out Washington, D.C., in the same way that I guess the Americans wiped out Nagasaki, is it? Hiroshima. Oh, wait. There is more here. I'm very excited for 4 diamonds for the price of 1 bucket. And I didn't even use up the bucket. So, yeah, if you're ever wondering why should I do this technique, you can find diamonds on, okay, wait. Let's go do a little bit of it over here, just to see how successful it is. Because I reckon this might be some mind-blowing new technique. They could probably go some real places. A little bit of preparation allows you to search a giant lava pit that otherwise you wouldn't really, really easily. Okay, so if we're really quick about this, we can actually check. Oh no, okay, that's too quick. That's definitely too quick. Yeah, so it's alternate history about if Germany had won World War II and taken over America, and it's really, really intriguing to me because I love the concept of an alternate history, right? Because we're always told that actions have big consequences, and or at least I was always told that. I mean, I'm sure I can't tell you what people are telling you in your life, but stuff like that. Oh look, we can. That's handy. But stuff like that is being told to people all the time because it's meant to be inspirational. Oh, you want to make sure you're careful because otherwise you might accidentally kill the dinosaurs if you step on a butterfly, or whatever people are saying about particular things. But yeah, one of the cases that makes me really love this is alternate histories where oh yeah. Well, as it turns out, all it takes is one tiny change, and then, Germany wins the war, and now suddenly, instead of, the United States being the United States of America, it's called, the Reich States, or something ridiculous like that. And suddenly they use the German currency, and, there's a whole bunch of differences. I found it really interesting, and if you want to check it out, it's on Amazon Prime, actually, which, oh yeah, technically, they're not, a sponsor in any way, but if you use the links which I put in my description, it's ukAmazon.ibxtoycat.com. You get a free month of Amazon Prime, which I think, that's pretty nice by itself, free Amazon Prime for a month. And you also get access to free music, which is something I use a lot. And, the free movies. Also, the free movies, the free delivery. It's pretty cool. I'd recommend checking it out. See, I got an accidental plug in here of myself. Isn't that lovely? Because the thing about Amazon, so if you're wondering why I don't have, sponsors like every channel, or I don't have a Patreon, I like going with, for the most part, with, independent, oh yeah, or all I have to do, I can badmouth Amazon as much as I like, and I'll just be well, if anyone goes checks this out, we'll give you, $2 or $3 or whatever it is, and, it seems like a nice little balance right there. So, it also, just to prove that, right now, Amazon are a whole bunch of mini heads. Yeah, you see that? I gave them, a 10-year-old insult, but if they were a real sponsor, I'd have to be oh no, I cannot say that about your Lord Highness, Amazon SRS GmbH, or whatever the actual acronym is. So yeah, there's a little advantage about that. So anyway, that's enough sponsor talk and enough accidental sponsor talk too. I just wanted to talk about The Man in the Hide Garden, because when you get addicted to a TV show, you just want to binge all the way through it. And I feel like that's bad for your productivity, but it's amazing for the 10 hours that you get to binge, right? Oh, this is the wrong pickaxe. This sucks. We want to switch out to, I guess, the Nightcat V5. This is my obsidian pickaxe. I think they nerfed it a bit, because it used to be, like, mind-blowingly fast. Or maybe I'm thinking of the Pocket Edition. But yeah, just like this, now we can take all of that obsidian that we've just checked through. Which, by the way, we found 4 diamonds for doing this. And now we get the obsidian that we kind of want and would have probably mined anyway. But we only have to mine as much of this as we want. And we can come back and mine the rest whenever we do that. So, yeah, it kind of splits up the tasks of looking for diamonds and doing stuff with obsidian. And also allows you to... Oh, okay, I lost a bit of obsidian there. Let's go get it. But also allows you to build with obsidian if you want to. And I just think this is a really cool little tip that you might not have known about. So, in case, so far you've been like, Sweet Cat, I already have Amazon Prime. I think it's great, but you haven't taught me anything new there. Yeah, I know about this Man in the High Castle stuff. If you haven't learned anything yet, I figured I'd gather 2 fun facts that you almost certainly would not have known about animals, so that by the end of this video, you'll be like, you know, I've taken something away from this. So the first one is that giraffes, they only sleep for like 15-20 minute increments. So instead of like the way humans have like a 9-hour sleep, or like, I think sloths really do sleep for 20 hours a day or something like that. But instead of having like, you know, massive, just unbroken sleep, which is actually a horrible system, because the way human sleep works, you need to get like 3 hours into sleep before the sleep actually benefits you in any way, that's a horrible system. You waste 3 hours of having your eyes shut and being unconscious, and then if you accidentally wake up, oh, guess that was all worthless, sorry about that. So yeah, horrible system. But giraffes, they can just sleep for like 20-minute gaps, then wake up again and be like, yep, okay, we're all good again. And to me, that is amazing. So there's a fun fact about giraffes you didn't know. I've been really interested in giraffes ever since I made a comment like a few weeks ago. It might have been on a stream or something, I don't know what it was. But it was like, I think giraffes think they're better than us. And then I came to realize, what if giraffes are better than people, right? And that sounds like a crazy thought. Like, no, Toy Cat, humans are the best, not giraffes. But what if giraffes really are the best? I mean, would any human be like? Okay, imagine we have a scientist that, like, you know, can objectively measure a human versus a giraffe. Would we be willing to tell ourselves if we were worse than giraffes? I don't think we would. Anyway, that's not the point I'm making here, and it sounds crazy. So just, you know, if that's the first thing you've heard me say, then listen to this second fact about flamingos, because a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. So there's 2 fun animal facts that if you got nothing from all this obsidian mining and the diamond mining, which, by the way, you totally need to go do that if you have a big pit of obsidian like this. I mean, lava like this. Because, yeah, I mean, that was so easy and cool. And also, you know, every time I'm replacing this, I'm making this really cool, like, barrier of obsidian that I think is pretty cool. So I really want to believe there's going to be more diamonds because, you know, you find diamonds once, you're lucky. You find diamonds twice, and okay, he's gonna fall in there again. How many times, Slime? How many times? That's, you know, this is something I've just learnt now, though, like, just how effective lava is for dealing with slimes. Because my tip's always just been, just run away because they're too much effort. But I think if you have a single bucket of lava, you could probably do a lot more damage to a slime. Which, that has to be a tip worth remembering, right? Do damage to slime using lava. Anyway, with that said, we have now... Wait, now? Yeah, we just have to wait for the excess lava to go away, because I can't find any more of it. We've cleared this entire thing. We got 4 extra diamonds, so I've got 47 lying around. But not a single fortune pickaxe. Sadly enough. Actually, wait. Yeah, no fortune, just unbreaking. So I've got a whole bunch of diamonds. I'm going to do a big episode where I turn it into diamond ore, and I'm going to wear diamond armor in survival for the first time. Because you know what? Something that's always bugged me is when you play survival, getting diamonds is like, wait, how much? I have 36 obsidian. I probably need a bit more, but yeah, let's get a bit more first. But one of the things that's bugged me for the longest time about survival Minecraft is the fact that you can't really get diamond armor. Like, it's so wasteful because you know, it gives you, I think it's like 15% more protection than iron, and then when it goes, you've lost 24, you know, diamonds, which are insanely hard to find. But I figure, you know what, once we pass over 100 diamonds, let's treat ourselves to a nice diamond set. Maybe even put Unbreaking on it or something. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to treat myself to some new iron, diamond armor. I'm going to give it enchantments, so I just can't die for a bit. I'm going to see what it's like to be the ultimate Minecrafter or something like that. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing in a little bit. For now, I've got some obsidian mining to do. But let's show you where this is coming up here first. So yeah, very, very much excited about getting diamond armor. Very much excited about flamingos being called up flamboyants. Or you should be, because that's a new fact you just learned. And yeah, I think that's the key points from today's lesson. Obsidian mining, done better, gets you diamonds, gets you diamond armor in the long run. And you can even use it to work on a gold farm. So yeah, this is a project I started a long time ago, which is still, I mean, it works, but it's not amazingly efficient. Oh, there's a bunch of bones around here. I have the grand idea of taking this, which, by the way, I need to get more netherrack for this. I'm thinking of doing bed mining in the nether with, like, you know, explosion resistant armor. Because I reckon that'd be cool. But yeah, this is my thing. I'm thinking of putting it in a giant, like, cube of them. So there's like a giant 22 by 22 portal here, there, etc. So that way it looks really cool on the outside, while still being as efficient on the inside. But yeah, if we just stand around here, in case you're curious as to how this works, if we stand around here long enough, eventually a zombie pigman will spawn, drop down, and we can punch it. But yeah, while I wait for this to be the case, I hope you did all enjoy this episode of the Updated Adventures Let's Play. Those portals are still broken from, like, it was like TU31 or something. But yeah, if you did all enjoy the episode, like it and let me know, because it helps out the channel out, and lets us know you do like Let's Plays and stuff like that. Share the video if you really liked it, and subscribe if you are new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. This gold sword actually has some eventual use. But yeah, I don't know if that's actually broken the portals, because I see no pigmen. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little farm that has some value, I think. And yeah, I want to get this up and going, because I think if I could get an unlimited amount of gold, that'd be amazing. But that's a story for next time, when we've got all of the obsidian we need, because today, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.